What I admire most about Herb is his passion and love for the business.
He is one of those unique professionals that masters not only the details of the transactions, but also the strategic vision.
He loves making deals, and he loves putting people together, and he loves having a result of something that works for everyone.
People have confidence in him because he's very good at what he does. He has a great instinct. He's got an eye for detail. He's got great follow-up, and he's clearly passionate about what he does.
You know, he grew up over Rawson Hall, right over here in downtown. Very, very modest upbringing, huge work ethic, and I believe that's where he learned that work ethic was from his mom and dad.
Yeah, my dad's store was here. I know Dad and Mom had this store for 47 years. They worked every day together, and every Saturday night they kept the store open at 9 o'clock. It's amazing to me, amazing. Here was the store right here on this corner, right where the Icon apartments are, right here, right there where Icon is. That was my dad's store. The house I lived in was right here, and was right there next to the store.
Herb is always focused on family. He's with his daughters and his grandchildren frequently. I think they get together they're together every Sunday afternoon if he's in town.
My father and I are very close. He's close with our entire family, and something that's been very important to him is to have, annual trips and create traditions. These are times when the family comes together, and it's always very important for him to be there and to be a part of those events and to make sure that they happen.
Fondest memories, really all the things I've done with my family. I have 2 daughters and have 4 granddaughters, so got my own harem. And then, fondest memories are team building, when I helped build Henry Miller Company and was in the process of building, our company that we have today.
Herb was instrumental and a big part of our company growing, and Herb helped make that happen. And he made it happen in a lot of different ways for a lot of different companies, deals, people. And so we just felt like that he was part of our family.
When I joined Henry Miller Company in 1961, the company was located up here in the Bond building, which is just next to that red brick building. And Henry Miller Company had about 5 people, and they had a small office, so they didn't have a place to put me, so they had a door with the air shaft. And they said, well, we'll put a little desk in here for you, and it had no windows, like a closet. That's where I sat. So I was so happy to have a job. And so that's where I started out, in the air shaft at the Vaughn building here on Commerce Street.
Herb has always been very focused on not just real estate, but also its impact on a neighborhood or a community.
He knows how to be a community center, and his businesses are more community oriented, and they're going to last and stand the test of time. And I would never count him out of anything. When industries change, he adapts.
He cares so much about the properties, how they look, what they look like at night, the tenant mix, what the shoppers want, and ultimately has a very strategic plan as to how our centers are going to be presented in the marketplace.
He takes it to a level that most people do not, because he genuinely cares.
We sold the block where the theme tower is and the geodesic dome is right here at Reunion Arena in Union Station. And see the dome right there, the bottom of it is 560 feet in the air. And during the construction, I remember this, they had a scaffolding elevator up the tower, and we went up 560 feet in the air when it topped out, and the city and some of the city officials were up there, and they set up a basketball court, 560. Of course, they had a railing around it on this platform, and we were up there shooting baskets.
I'd refer to Herb as somebody who's very athletic. He played high school basketball and went on and played for a year for the University of Texas. There are very few sports that he's not good at.
He humbles me every time I see him, because I think he works out still 6 days a week or maybe 7 days a week.
We used to run together, but I gave that up when we ran on a 10K, and about a third of the way into it, he had a friend whose house was nearby, so he left the race, uses their restroom, and then has a cup of coffee with them, and then runs back into the race, gets in front of me again. The whole time I was running as fast as I could forward, he was running backwards. I am so incompetent that Herb can run faster than me backwards, which is why I will not run with him again.
Dad moves on 2 speeds. He's either going 100 miles an hour or he's asleep, literally. He can sleep anywhere. We've got a lot of pictures of him all over the world asleep.
I had a club membership and asked him to play in a member disc golf tournament. Before the tournament, we went to the driving range to warm up, and there were probably 50, 60 people lined up to hit balls. Herb introduced me to about 45 of those people at my club. And we got finished, I looked at Herb and I said, "Herb, how do you know all these people?" He said, "Well, most of them used to work for me."
I think one of his favorite things is working with the young brokers. He comes up with creative ideas on how to do things different, how to teach them differently. It gets him very excited to watch a young person grow.
He was the very first person that I met in Dallas from a large owner perspective and very active in the real estate market that actually took me under his wing and said he would help me in any way he could to help build a business, which at the time we did not have a business in Dallas, Texas. When you're young and you're just starting a business and you don't have a business, it meant more to me than he could ever really possibly imagine.
He's somebody that understands tragedy and difficulty, and we all have that in our lives, but he's very compassionate, and I've been there with him, and I know he's someone I can count on when I have those needs.
Dad's always been there when you need him. He's an advocate.
Herb Weitzman is incredibly passionate.
Herb Weitzman is very loyal.
Herb Weitzman is very strategic.
Herb Weitzman is a survivor.
Herb Weitzman has a big heart.
Herb Weitzman is a wonderful father.